Hi everyone, I'm Jorisar and this is day 12 and the final group stage day here at Apex Season 2. Today's matches feature Cloud9 and Kongdoo Uncia and then FNATIC taking on Runaway, which will tell us how many international teams make it through to the playoffs for Season 2. Let's see how they did. We started with Cloud9 versus Kongdoo Uncia, opening the matchup on Village. Kongdoo Uncia took initial control and racked up percentage decisively, winning every team fight. Birdring's barrage killed 3 to get Kongdoo over the 50% mark, and Butcherr's graviton comboed with Dance's whole hog got them the rest of the way home. Cloud9 found their footing on Sanctum, flipping the point twice from Kongdoo's control, on both occasions enabled through Surefour's nano visor mowing down health bars across the map. Unfortunately for them, they didn't have enough staying power when they didn't have ults available, and as a result, Kongdoo reclaimed the point each time, including an ultimate-fueled push that had Birdring's Electric Cowboy and post-ult sharpshooting hit home. Moving on to Numbani, after absolutely ploughing through the Torbjorn defense of Kongdoo Uncia, Surefour and his Mercy Tail continued through the streets, pressuring Butcherr and Lucid into close quarters and springing the trap through barrage. The Cloud9 offense got stopped in the final phase long enough to burn the time bank by 2 back-to-back teamfights that had Birdring on the defensive tracer getting quad kills in both engagements. Although Cloud9 still pushed to the final checkpoint successfully, it left them with no time remaining. In the spirit of Apex Season 2, another point A was quickly captured by the offense on the flip side. Streets fell quietly as well, leaving the Kongdoo Uncia offense rolling into the last leg. The cot was finally stymied as Cloud9 found their rock-solid final point defense that kept them healthy all the way through to the final graviton by Butcherr falling just short, allowing Surefour to helix rocket his way to tying the series up 1-1. It looked like we were going to see an extremely fast first half on Temple of Anubis thanks to a speedy transition to point B after Cloud9's captured point A. But a misstep from Surefour left Dance's Roadhog alive, allowing him to whole hog for a triple kill that cut the offense down and stabilized the defense. Grueling and fruitless offensive pushes got stalled by the defense dragging out every attempt to excruciating levels. What was once a massive time bank for the Cloud9 offense melted away until they had just one last overtime attempt at the point. Surefour's barrage was their miracle play though, finally ending the first half. Another fast point A capture resulted in both teams having a bank of ultimates for the point B transition on the other side. The war of ults indeed broke out, with each side spending 4 and bloodying each other considerably for control of the point, with Cloud9 winning out in the end. The offense regrouped and re-attempted the point, catching Cloud9 low on ultimates and taking advantage of their own freshly built up bank. Birdring on Tracer laid waste to the backfield, earning 4 killing blows during the teamfight, practically soloing most of them himself to carry the team to a capture and a round 2. With a minute and a half left on the time bank, Kongdoo Uncia only needed to capture point A to claim the map point, but only ended up needing about half of it. Birdring's Genji made quick work of the squishier defenders, and Cloud9 just couldn't stabilize or stem the bleeding after the initial losses. Kongdoo Uncia were now up 2-1. Map 4 was Watchpoint Gibraltar, where Kongdoo's defense got rolled over at the first checkpoint and barely managed to recover from the follow-up fight, where Surefour's Tracer landed a big bang combo and gunned down the stragglers. They were just in time though to defend the second checkpoint. The defense this time seemed impenetrable, as the aggressive formation from Kongdoo took the fight to C9 relentlessly, even pushing up to their spawn area to get the cleanup kills. The slowdown of progress for Cloud9 left them with an overtime capture of the second checkpoint, giving them just enough time for a second overtime fight to approach the final checkpoint as well. In a true nail-biter, Mendo flanked the spawn door with his graviton to trap the respawning defenders, and the Hail Mary paid off, with Cloud9 somehow turning a grim situation into 3 full points. After swapping sides, Cloud9's defense came to life, reminiscent of their old days of dominating defense. Holding the first checkpoint all the way until overtime, they eventually yielded and had to move back. So short was the remaining time though, that Kongdoo Uncia was not able to reach the second checkpoint before time expired, putting us back into a tied scoreline for a 5th and final map. The final map was Eichenwald, where Kongdoo Uncia's defense made a definitive stand, taking the air out of Cloud9's sails. Although there were opportunities for the offense throughout the half, Uncia's ult management and target priority shut down the major threats when needed and full held the C9 offense. The teamfights were just as close in the second half, but once ultimates were built up, the Kongdoo Uncia offense made their move, and it proved to be fatal. The graviton from Butcherr set up the Beyblade combination. Surefour's Deadeye tried to even the scales, but the damage had been done, and Cloud9 ended their season at Apex after a thrilling 3-2 loss. Fnatic vs Runaway started on Oasis. Runaway dominated the opening moments during University and throughout the duration of the submap. Fnatic was able to claim the point for a small portion after investing heavily with ultimates, but were unable to defend going down early in our first map. Looking stronger during Gardens, Fnatic impressively executed their attacks, constantly flipping control back into their possession. Their defense again was unable to stultify the tide of Runaway's dive composition and succumbed during the last teamfight that they needed to win to even the score. Haksal's Nanoblade was the difference maker, and with no ultimate from Custa available to resurrect, the first map was officially secured for Runaway. We moved on to Hollywood, where we found the Fnatic offense watching their lives flash before their eyes as Stitch's Deadeye channeled for full duration. With his finger on the trigger, about to wipe out his foes trapped within a graviton, he got shut down hard by a flanking Roadhog hook. Coolmat successfully saved his team, turning the tide of the teamfight in just that one moment, facilitating his team's capture of Point A. The success didn't transfer to Westworld for the Fnatic offense, however. They invested heavily to get the cart close to the checkpoint, but couldn't finish against the Runaway pushback in overtime, including Stitch's Tac Visor and Haksal's Diva Bomb. Stitch wasted no time on the flip side, validating his Widowmaker choice, picking off Custa's Ana right out of the gates. The Runaways flooded the point after the pick. Stitch continued to contribute with a second kill during the fall of Point A. The payload never stopped moving through Point B as well, and only ended up taking a minute out of the 5 minutes available to end the affair. Haksal contributed heavily in back-to-back full team wipes, dashing in one for a multi-kill and unleashing the blade in another to cut open the defenders and take the map. A convincing Point A take by Fnatic didn't generate the momentum needed to transition to B, instead being halted by the Dragon Blade of Haksal, getting sent back to respawn and regroup and rethink their approach for the second checkpoint. Their best opportunity came in the form of a Diva Bomb kill and a critical Earthshatter that allowed Coolmat's Nano Hog to pick up some kills. What they failed to do, though, is locate and eliminate the Lucio contesting the points throughout, which meant they couldn't get real footing before respawns arrived and resecured the point permanently for Runaway. Runaway struggled to get picks during their turn on offense, but luckily for them, so did Fnatic. Teamfights dragged on with limited kills for both sides. Runaway slowly bullied Fnatic out of their positions, setting up camp on the point and gradually bleeding out the defender's presence, setting up staggered kills to try and transition hard onto Point B. As fast as they could, Runaway charged Point B with 4 ultimates in the bank ready to unleash. The graviton from Bumper opened up the fight, with Haksal's Dragon Blade following shortly afterwards, boosted by Coma's shield. The combination proved to be more than enough to massacre the unprepared defense of Fnatic, bringing an abrupt and surgical end to the map and match, with Runaway sweeping the final group stage series 3-0. And that concludes the group stages from Season 2, with only one international team making it through, but a lot of cracking matches to watch along the way. To watch the next video, click here, and to subscribe to the channel, click here. Thanks for your likes and comments in the meantime, and don't forget to share. I'll be seeing you again in the playoffs. Take care.